Sorry, my mic, I forgot it today. I have spent the last 2 days at this place in Ybor City called Hotel Haya. This place is gorgeous. Like it's a rehabbed old building done right. The fixtures are immaculate. Like everything's beautiful here. I'm here for what in the industry we call, it's a dirty little secret kind of called styled shoot. We actually did 2 of them. I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure like how many purposes this thing is serving. I think where they're introducing the venue, the planner involved is going through a rebrand, and so this is some footage, some content for her. But my friend Noor asked me to come be involved in this, and so I put together 2 stationery suites and came over and helped out. And as a stationer, it's rare that I get the opportunity to be on site for things. Even when I do day of stationery. Well, let me back that up. Stationers typically don't have the option to be on site at events, at weddings or otherwise. Even though we do quite a bit of day of stationery, things like menus and place cards and all that kind of stuff. I have made it a policy over the last couple of years that any weddings I do, I am at. And really, 2020 was supposed to be the year that went into full effect. And we all know how that went. And so this is really just kind of another practice run at what it looks like to be on site and how to be, really it's how to do the hang. There is something about being in the trenches with people, helping them out, showing that you're a team player that is just so beneficial in making things happen. And so I wanted to be here to do that. So I've hung out with Noor and the rest of the crew here, an incredible crew, to make these beautiful things happen. And you saw me working on some vinyl cuts, decals essentially for place cards. And they didn't work out the way I'd hoped. They didn't adhere to the table the way I had wanted them to. And it just kind of, it is what it is. The ability to experiment in moments like this is gratifying. In fact, we found a way to do table numbers that I think is kind of my new favorite way to do a table number. Unobtrusive, lets the table be the table, but still does what it needs to do. So anyway, we're here, we're doing this thing, and my greatest challenge with this idea of a styled shoot is essentially, if my job as a stationer is to reflect my couples in my work so that they can be known and remembered, how am I supposed to do that if I can't see them? And in this case, there's nobody to see. And so so there's a challenge there in that this really isn't like the place where I can do my best work, but it is a place to experiment and to try some new things. All in hopes, also that I do get the opportunity to do this for someone again, and to try new things. And I'll be honest, I have a really tenuous relationship with these things because the part that I enjoy the most is hanging out with my clients, and not necessarily because I have to be their best friend, but because I have to know them in order to reflect them. And you don't get the opportunity to do that here. But what I do get is the opportunity to hang out with some incredible wedding professionals who do amazing work. And in this case, in this beautiful space, this Theo Wuchek, like there are several Theo paintings, including, holy cow, right? Including that one, which is just stunning. This property is amazing. And so, I get to hang out at this property and do this thing. And it's been awesome. And again, all of this is because as the vaccine rolls out, as the world opens back up, I am now making it a policy that I attend the weddings that I work, the events that I work, and very specifically. So this is what's interesting about it. As a stationer, right? So why it's important for me to be on site? Like first of all, there's the obvious. I want my work to be reflected well. When it comes time for photographs and all that kind of stuff, I want to make sure that the things that are important to me are captured. But more importantly, it's the hang, the ability to kind of be in the trenches. But it's also one of my favorite wedding planners that I love working with. We did a wedding last year, I think it was, and they mentioned how much they hate placing place cards because it's just another thing that has to go in the exact right spot and is barely noticed if it's done right. And if it's just the tiniest bit off, it just becomes glaringly obvious. And it's a ridiculously tedious thing that helps complete the experience, but kind of isn't the core. And for her to have to do that work means that she's not focused on other stuff. And so my ability to come in, do this thing where I can focus on making sure the thing I created looks its best for the couple, for the guests, like that's powerful, because it allows the planner, the designer, to do what they do best and to focus on the things that where their energy is best spent. And so I love it. And so I've just made it a policy that I'm going to do that from now on, because I want to be able to make sure that the planner is focused on the things that are most important and most beneficial for them and the couple. And so showing up and doing that allows that to happen.